Okay, so back in the day, I was an elementary school teacher of grades 3 and 6. I taught third grade for 4 years in a row. And then I was, quote, end of quote, promoted to grade 6. I didn't ask to get, quote, end of quote, promoted to grade 6, but my principal, who happened to be my principal when I was a child as well, she decided, I think you should go to grade 6 because of whatever the reason she had. I'm like, huh? I got about a week and a half notice about that. That was great. Oh, believe me, I could just do a whole channel on my experience teaching. Now, for anybody that has followed my channel for any great length of time, you already know that I was never a fan of math. As far as when I was a student, I thought it was a bore. I thought it was a snore. Then when I had to teach it, don't even ask me what I thought about it. But somehow I muddled through it. Now, I'm not referring to, for example, basic math. Basic math, counting, multiplication, division, things of that nature, addition, subtraction. That was okay. Stuff like that was okay. Where it got to be a bore and a snore was when we got into the abstract part of math. To me, it had no relevance. I still don't get it. I could care less. Just saying the truth because I am a truthful person. But that's me. But let's talk about how math could be a friend. First of all, math is a fact. And yes, it could be a friend. And I am sort of a bean counter, always bringing it back to my saving money skills or keeping money skills. You know where I'm going with that. And it is important that every once in a while remind everybody about that. Math is a fact. Some things are indisputable. Math is indisputable. Okay. 1 plus 1 equals 2. It always will. It always has been and always will be. 5 minus 3 will always equal 2. Always was, always will be. That's a fact. Math is a fact. Okay. But why am I bringing up all this stuff about my favorite subject, math? Because math could also be our friend. All right. And that's the goodness, honest truth. Math could also be our friend. And I don't want to forget to remind everybody about the following. Saving money should never go out of style, whether you like math or not. I'm just saying. All right, but when it comes to saving money, you need to use your math skills, okay? Some things are, as far as I'm concerned, common sense, totally common sense. But then again, the whole world doesn't have common sense. And I'll never forget Dr. Phil McGraw when he always said, there's nothing common about sense. I think Dr. Phil had a point. Anyway, but when it comes to math, we really should use it to our advantage. Some things are indisputable and math is indisputable. For example, like that joke I always tell you about that show with the bus driver and Alice, and they live in Brooklyn. And Alice, every once in a while, used to say, you cannot fit a 5-pound bologna in a 1-pound bag. No, you can't. It's just not possible. Let's go back to incorrect use of credit cards, incorrect use of short term loans. Okay. If you're borrowing money on thin air and there's nothing to back it up with, that's a problem. That is a mathematical problem that is indisputable. It is a fact. Okay. This is why we are given facts. Okay. And that's a fact. You're just digging yourself a hole into the rabbit hole of DEBT debt. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Not for any great length of time. Certainly not. If you're pouring interest out of your pocket into the trash can because the payments are not being made in full, and you're still carrying a balance, and you're throwing interest on things into the garbage can, that is a loss. That is an indisputable financial loss. And doesn't it bother anyone to think when you work hard, you don't see any of it? All right, so I don't want to sound dismal here. What I want to do is remind us we can take action. If these stories sound all too familiar to yourself or to someone you know, take a breath. Yes, always a good thing. Step back and ask yourself, how can I fix this? Well, there's only two things one can do. Here we go again with indisputable facts, okay? And it's math. Basically, it's math. Either going to cut back or you're going to increase income. But I'll be honest with you, idealistically, both. Both is achievable in most cases. Both is desirable in most cases. Now, there are some situations where someone, for whatever the reason, can't, go back out to work to quote end quote earn an income. But maybe if they could find something that's livable, within their abilities, that would be helpful. But if not, we have to take some sort of an action. Okay. If we don't do anything about it, it's going to be the same problem month in, month out. I don't understand sometimes why some people scratch their head saying, but wait a minute, this problem happened last month. Well, did we do anything about it from last month to this month? If the answer is no, then in all probability, guess what? That same problem, that same result is going to happen next month. But take heart. The beauty part is everything is fixable. That's why I'm so happy that there are, well, number one, I have a gazillion videos of my own on this platform. Okay. So, I mean, take advantage if you can. And forgetting about my channel, there are like a ton of fantastic channels in the direction for budgeting, frugality, increasing income, side hustles, things of that nature. Do take advantage of it. Okay. The long weekend is now past. Now it's time to dust ourselves off. Seriously. That's why this morning's video is a little bit longer than the 5 minutes. It's time right now to start dusting ourselves off. First, have a cup of coffee. Everything feels better after that. Am I right or am I right? Just that, like that little cup of coffee helps. Take advantage of it. Let math become your friend. Okay. We could talk about like the negative part of math. Like if this happens, that negative thing will happen. Let's talk about gaining. Let's talk about gaining. Let's use math now for a dietary purpose for a second. And this is logical. If we take in more calories than we expend, the average pound when a person gains weight is considered to be the measurement of a pound in terms of calories equals 3,500 calories. Okay. If we exceed our calories every day past 3,500 and we're not expending it through exercise or movement of some sort, we're going to gain weight. That's math. Okay. Losing weight and gaining weight, you got to bring out your math skills. I'm serious. Math is a fact and math could be our friend, but it's up to us to take full advantage of it. And I just want to mention to you how much I appreciate every one of you right here. There you go. All right, everybody, have an amazing, fantastic day. Let math be your friend. Take full advantage of it. And always, always know you cannot put a 5-pound bologna in a 1-pound bag. Have a great day, everybody. Take good care.